Today we're going to be talking about Obsidian Camo, the brand new camo that's just come out to Call of Duty, and hopefully we can answer any questions or any sort of queries that anybody has regarding this brand new camo that brought into the game. Hey guys, and welcome to another YouTube video. May I firstly say thank you so much to everybody who has been supporting the channel. Within the first 9 months of my YouTube career, I achieved around 800 subscribers, uploading once to twice a month, purely just basic content and anything I could think of. Then we took it a little bit more seriously around a month ago, uploading once weekly, moving recently into twice weekly, and now we're uploading 3 times a week, every single Monday, Thursday and Saturday morning over to YouTube with serious content and trying to polish and make sure everything looks as good and clear as possible. If you guys haven't already, please consider clicking that subscribe button. Leaving any constructive feedback really helps me to improve the channel and make sure it is exactly as you guys want to see it, with future improvements as well. Thank you so much, and let's roll into today's video. So today we're going to be talking about Obsidian Camo, the brand new camo that's just come out to Call of Duty, and hopefully we can answer any questions or any sort of queries that anybody has regarding this brand new camo that brought into the game. We're going to do this once again by a checklist format, running down several points to answer the questions, and if you guys have got any further questions after that, please make sure to put it in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So let's roll it down, starting with question number 1. We're going to talk about what Obsidian is and where it's got its background and the color from. Next up, we're going to talk about point number 2. What does it look like? What does it actually look like on the guns in game as well? Point number 3, we're going to speak about the different requirements to unlock it, and also, is it different per class? What is it you have to do to actually achieve the camo within the game? Number 4, the most important one, is it actually worth to do, and does it look better on certain guns than it does to others? Point number 5, we're going to be speaking about how long it could possibly take you to get this camo on a particular gun. Does it take longer on other guns, and is it, once again, is it worth it for the gun with the way it looks as well? Alright, number 6, we're going to talk about Obsidian versus Damascus, which is better, and I'm going to give you my overall opinion on both camos in retrospect. Okay, so rolling into it. Number 1, what it is Obsidian. Now, Obsidian is volcanic glass formed by quickly cooled lava erupting from a volcano. It's normally formed as an igneous rock, which is what gives it that chrome black, beautiful color. So then rolling into point number 2, what does it look like? So here is exactly what it looks like as a black rock, but within the game, let me show you what it looks like on one of the guns that I've unlocked it on already. Moving into the gameplay screen, this is a beautiful Growl, currently my favorite gun in the game, and I've unlocked it for this particular gun. Now, if we were to preview the weapon, I've put a couple of stickers and made it my own as well. We were to move around and have a look at it. I'm a little bit mixed on opinions. It kind of looks nice, but it kind of looks basic. You know, the lighting gives it like a nice reflection off the chrome black. However, felt like there could have been a little bit more of an effort put onto some tints and different colors. Overall, quite a nice looking camo, and that's what it looks like in game. If we were to also look at it from a different perspective, and we were to go to things like launchers, you can see on a slightly larger gun, when we go over to the camouflage, it does actually look kind of nice, but once again, I feel like it's lacklustered on different tints. Could have been made to look better, but the chrome black with the lighting does look quite good, and I'll give you my overall feedback in terms of score later on down into the video. Alright, so next we're going to be talking about the requirements to unlock it, and is it different per class? Rolling back to the main screen, it is different per class, okay? So rolling down each individual type of gun, you have your SMGs, you have to kill 15 enemies 150 times over. With assault rifles, you have to kill 15 enemies 200 times over, with the Ram 7 being the exception within the list, where it's only 150 kills. Shotguns, you have to kill 15 enemies 150 times over. LMGs, once again, 15 enemies 150 times over. Marksman rifles, 15 enemies 125 times over. That's exactly the same with the sniper rifles. Moving on to pistols, you have to kill 15 enemies 100 times over. With the launchers, you have to destroy a kill streak or vehicle 100 times, and that does not include the RPG, which is different, where you have to get 5 kills in a game 150 times. Riot Shield, you need to kill a total of 750 enemies in no matter how many games that you play. Finally, the knife, you have to get 10 enemies killed within 125 times as well. I wasn't able to check, just for reference, the VLK shotgun, the Holger, the LMG for the Bruin MK9. I wasn't able to check the crossbow, the SKS, or the Renetti, as I don't have the gold unlocked on them guns, but assuming that they're the same as the relative other classes, you can relate them back to what we just mentioned. So, is it worth it? Point number 4. Does it look better on certain guns, which is something that we already spoke about. I have to give my honest opinion. Out of 10, I'm going to give it a 6. All right, I would love to see more color variation on it. I want to see little tints of red or dark blue or just something to make it sparkle a little bit more. I know, historically and theoretically that Obsidian is a chrome black camo. However, if we're going to put it into a perspective of putting it into a game, definitely could have looked better. There could have been more of a wow factor on it. So the good thing about the Obsidian camo is that it does look really good with stickers. If you use really colorful stickers like I did with the Growl, where you use green or you use purple, anything that's really highlighted, it definitely gives off a better color resolution than what Damascus does. This is something that I would love to get your opinion from in the comment section. What do you guys think about another camo coming out that isn't animated? Call of Duty community, especially from the Black Ops series, seem to love animated camos, from previously Dark Matter and whatnot, and anything that made the gun sort of shine and actually move around on the gun. What do you guys think on the Modern Warfare game? Is it a good idea that they're not adding animated camos for such a modern game, or do you think we should go back to animated camos, and would you guys like to see that as the next addition to the game? I would also have to say that it slightly looks better on snipers, and obviously with the launchers that we looked at, because the guns are generally bigger, but once again, it is definitely lacking in that wow factor, and certainly don't think it's as good as Damascus. I'd say it is worth grinding for, and it's worth going for if you actually enjoy using that gun and you're just thinking, I already have gold on this gun, I may as well go for Obsidian now, I may as well grind it out. In that regard, I definitely would say you may as well go for it. Moving into point number 5, how long does it typically take to get it on the gun / equipment? Now, obviously this is going to vary per gun, it's going to vary on the player, it depends on how good you are, it also depends on how many hours you spend on the game and what kind of game modes that you're playing. So to achieve this camo, you must have gold camo unlocked for that particular gun before Obsidian even becomes a unlockable camo for it to be unlocked. Now, if you're smart with map choices, you pick like small maps, ones where you can easily get kills, or if it's launches, for example, if you pick ground war, or if they're re-adding drop zone where there's lots of vehicles, you can get things done typically within 1 to 2 days. A lot of people unlocked Obsidian within the first day if they started early enough. Most people getting it on the second day as well. I achieved the Growl within around a day and a half or so, just from slaying out and shoot the ship for shoot house and shipment. Okay, so around there, you're looking at around 1 to 2 days, maybe 3 if you maybe not as good of a player, or if you're playing different game modes. And finally, let's move into point number 6, Obsidian versus Damascus. Which is better? For me, like I just mentioned, it's going to have to be Damascus. All right, the blue, the red, the purple, the color combo, and the way that it's just all comboed together as Damascus just makes it look just way too nice. I just don't feel like Obsidian brings the same wow factor. It's definitely nowhere near as tough to achieve. So if we put it into retrospect for how nice Damascus looks versus how hard it is to get, Obsidian with how it looks to how hard it is to get, I think I'd say it's about right. I think they've just about nailed it on that regard, but once again, they could have definitely made it look better, maybe even add in some sort of animation to it. But now we're going to roll on a little bit of gameplay to see what the gun looks like in game. Alright, so now that we're in game, we can take a good look at the camo itself and how it looks compared to how things are in the lobby. Now, I'd say in game, the camo looks, I'd say a little bit better. If I had to give it an in-game value, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. This is it. And this is it when running as well. This is on the Growl, as we mentioned before. It does look kind of nice. In the dark, it looks pretty clean. You can see the stickers very nicely on the side when popping a couple of shots. On the reload, it does show off the lighting a little bit, and it does give you the colourful sticker perspective as well. And then in the lighting, it actually looks pretty nice as well. Once again, not as good as Damascus, but it's not bad for what it takes to unlock the gun. Giving it a little bit of a run around. You see all the perspectives, what it looks like in the shade, what it looks like in the dark, reload perspectives. I hope this has given you an insight to how good the gun looks in the game, and if you're interested in unlocking it, this is what you'll get. I hope that's answered all your questions in regarding to the new Obsidian camo. If you guys do have any sort of questions, any feedback, anything that you guys want to know, please post it down in the comments. Thank you so much once again for checking out this video. Peace out.